started. All right, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Man, the crew is big today. Good to see you all.
Yay.
All right. Right? All right, guys, let's get into the chat or the app, and then let's go ahead and look, what are we doing today? We're going to start ourselves off with some cardio. So we have 1 minute of cardio. We're then going to move right into 4 minutes, okay? So we're just going to work for the remaining 4 minutes, 10 alternating groiners, right? So we're going to stretch out them hips, hang out as long as you want. We're going to then get into some air squats and then go right into some reverse lunges. So we're really going to be loosening up those hips today, you guys. So take your time as we're moving through each movement. Don't feel like you have to rush yourself through it, okay? All right, well, give me a thumbs up if we're all ready to rock and roll. All right, beautiful. Here we go, everybody. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Okay, we are here. So 1 minute of cardio. Big props to you all for showing up. Well, I call you guys my rise and grind crew. Big points of contact today, you guys. You got up, you logged in, and we're moving now. So we're already set for success today, you guys. All right, come on, guys. 20 seconds. Come on, keep it moving, keep it moving. Nice work today. All right. Here we go, you guys. We're going to move right into that 4 minute AMRAP, starting off with 10 alternating groiners in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So let's get into that push-up position, right? Bring that right foot up. Let that back knee drop. Yep. So as the front foot comes up, right, making sure the foot is flat, and then slowly drop that back knee, hang out there for a split second, and then go ahead and alternate and get into the other side. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to have you guys sit on something really quick. This is going to be our icebreaker. Once we're done with our groiners, 10 air squats. And then after that, we'll do 10 reverse lunges. Now, if we ever need an alternate to lunges, right? Squats are a really good option for that, but we're also doing squats right now, so we might not want to do that. But step-ups would be the next best option for a lunge. So the icebreaker today is going to be, I'm thinking about, what if we have either weekly or monthly challenges in our group, right? And I want to think, like, what are some ideas that you guys may have? Like, I have a full list of ideas, but that's like coach creating a list, right? But I want things that you guys want to get better at, things you want to challenge yourself at, and something that you would feel proud about doing if this was our focus for us, let's say the month. Luca, what's up? Oh, hey guys. Just making an appearance. Don't worry, Luca. I do it to my daughter all the time, and she always appreciates it. All right, 2 minutes. There we go. Taking that deep breath, bracing those abs tight, and then making the movement. So as you guys may remember, I'm my kid's PE teacher at their school. And so we just started up school yesterday for us up down here. And I'm kind of always thinking about how can we like help develop these kids a little bit more. So I think public speaking is one of those skills that's like, I don't know for you guys, but for me, it's like really hard growing up. And anyways, we're having these little exercises that they're going to do every day in PE. So it works on their public speaking skill. So when they need to make that speech, it's not as nerve-wracking. And the reason I came up with this idea is Ava and I are driving to school and she's like, I'm really nervous, Dad, for the last day of school. And I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, we got to make that big old speech at graduation. I'm like, okay, let's start to work on this every day so it's not a big deal when it's time. I don't know, you guys can let me know if that's a solid thought process or not. All right, you guys, 30 seconds. Guys, just 3 movements. 10 of those groiners, 10 of those air squats, 10 of those reverse lunges. And as you guys remember, or may remember, Wednesday is our body weight day. So it's all body weight. Sometimes we throw a couple weights in, but mostly body weight. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay, guys, go grab yourself some water if you haven't yet. And then we are going to talk about our Tabata today. Okay, so we are going to be going right back into some more lunges. So that's why I was kind of giving another alternative earlier, is if we need alternatives to lunges, they can be step ups or air squats. And then after that, you guys, we're going to be tag teaming it with V-ups. And I'm even going to be giving another alternative, V-ups. V-ups can be also moved into tuck-ups or sit-ups. Okay, so essentially we're just going to work that mid-abdominal. Okay, so I'll do my my demo of the V-up. As many of you guys know, I love this movement and demoing it. So big thing from here, you guys, is we are going to lift those legs up and touch those toes. If you need to bend those knees, that's okay. But the confusing piece of it, a lot of people like to do the sit up first, lift those legs up, and then go ahead and do that sit up. Okay. Now, if we're not going to do the sit ups or the V up, we're going to go right into that tuck up, or we'll go right into the sit up. Okay. So let's do this real quick, you guys. Let's go ahead and give me 3 to 5 of whatever version you're going to do. So whether it's a V up, it's a tuck up, or a sit up, let's go ahead and just kind of wake up those muscles. Chris, it's so good to have you back. Stan was gone traveling the world, so it was good to have him back this week. Stan, or last week actually, huh? Yeah. All right, you guys, well, let's get this party started. We're going to be doing Tabata, so we're going to be doing 20 seconds on of the lunges, and then we're going to transition right into the V-ups of 20 seconds. So 20 seconds on, 10 seconds of transition, and we're going to do it for 8 total sets. Okay? All right, guys, give me that flex on a Wednesday if we're ready. Ooh, that was good, Dan. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Reverse lunges, air squats, or step ups if we need an alternative. Here we go. It's quick today. It's 20 seconds of movement, and then we'll transition to the floor for our V-ups, tuck-ups, or sit-ups. 3, 2, 1, rotate. All right, let's take it to the floor. 3, 2, 1, and go. Good work. Take that deep breath, hold and embrace, and lift those legs up and reach, and then come back down to exhale. 3, 2, 1, rotate. All right, you guys, we're back to those lunges in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Come on. Nice and smooth. Getting in a real strong position, and then get out of it to reset. 2, 1, rotate. Nice job. All right, here we go, V-ups. 2, 3, and begin. There we go. Whatever movement's going to allow you to stay more continuously moving, okay? So the V-ups typically are kind of a rough movement, but if it's really hard just to get one rep, then let's go right into tuck-ups. 3, 2, and rotate. Something definitely to keep on practicing, but we want to stay moving the whole time. 2, 1, and begin. All right. Okay. 3, 2, 1, rotate. All right. 3, 2, 1, and begin. All right. Right back to those V-ups, tuck-ups, or sit-ups. Three, 2, 1, and rotate. Coming right back up to the floor. So maybe a first question should be like, would you guys like to do monthly or weekly challenges? 3, 2, 1, and begin. Awesome. I kind of like the monthly challenge, right? But it also lasts a long time. So kind of those weekly ones kind of keep you in the game longer. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, and rotate. All right, you guys, halfway through, almost halfway through. 3, 2, 1, begin. All right. Keep it moving, you guys. 3, 2, 1, and rotate. Okay, now we're officially halfway through. In 3, 2, 1, begin. Come on, nice and smooth. Strong lunge, keeping that shin straight up and down. 3, 2, 1, and rotate. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Awesome, Adair and Dan. Sweet. Three, 2, 1, rotate. All right, taking it right back up off the floor in 3, 2, 1, begin. Good. Take that deep breath, brace, and then lower yourself. Three, 2, 1, rotate. Three, 2, 1, and begin. All right. Come on. Good. Take that deep breath and repeat it. Take one breath, one rep. Each time. 3, 2, 1, rotate. Nice work. All right, we're taking it back to the top. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Okay, we have 2 more of each movement. Okay, so 2 more rounds of each movement or 2 more rotations. There we go. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rotate. All right, V-ups. 2, 1, begin. There we go. Once you guys get flat on that ground, come right back up into that V-up. Come on, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rotate. All right, guys, one more of each. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Come on, keep it flowing, keep it flowing. 3, 2, 1, rotate. All right, let's take it to the floor. Last time. And begin. All right, you guys, once we finish this piece, icebreaker is going to be, okay, kind of in the regarding of the challenges, right? What is something that you want to get better at that it would be helpful to have a group doing it? 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay, so let's go grab some water, everybody, right? This is where we're going to go into the chat. Go ahead or into the comment if you're watching this on replay, and let's type in your icebreaker answer. Okay, so we're talking about doing a weekly or a monthly challenge, and I'm leaning towards a weekly because that just kind of keeps us going. And then what is something that you would like to get better at? Okay, something that you like to get better at that'd be helpful to do as a group. All right, so the next piece, you guys, as you guys are thinking about this, is we're gonna go right into a 12-minute AMRAP. Okay, after the 12-minute AMRAP, we're gonna rest 2 minutes, and then we're gonna have an 8-minute AMRAP. Okay, so this section is gonna last us 22 total minutes. Now we're gonna go ahead and start ourselves off with 10 burpees with a tuck jump. Okay, so you're gonna come up out of that burpee, and then you're going to turn it into a tuck jump, which could essentially be a taller jump than a normal burpee, or a jump where you're bringing your knees up, but we'll go over it. The next one's gonna be 12 jumping lunges, and then 14 glute bridges. Okay, so that's gonna be the first piece. 10 burpees with a tuck jump, 12 jumping lunges, and then 14 glute bridges. Okay, the second piece is going to be the exact same movement, burpees with a tuck jump, jumping lunges, and glute bridges, but the rep count's going to change. So we're gonna move it to an 8-minute AMRAP, 6 of those burpees, 10 of those jumping lunges, and then 12 of those glute bridges. But as always, you guys, I will remind you as we progress through the workout. But let's go over the movements real quick, just in case we need a little reminders. So a burpee with a tuck jump, exactly how it's gonna be. Okay, so as normal. Now that tuck jump might be kind of like, I don't know, sometimes I like the tuck jump, sometimes I don't. But essentially what I would do is just gonna reach for the deck, step out or jump out, chest all the way to the deck. And then from here, I'd either just kind of give a little bit of a higher jump than normal, right? So the tuck jump's just gonna be a little bit of a bonus. Now, the next piece is gonna be the jumping lunges, and we've done these before. So I'm gonna get in that bottom position. I'm gonna come up and jump, and I'm just gonna jump myself into that position. Now, if we're not going to add the dynamic piece, just do those reverse lunges as normal, okay? And then with the glute bridges, lay flat on the floor, lifting those hips up, right? Squeeze those glutes, really feel those hips extend, and then bring it right back down. So let's do this, you guys. Let's do one movement of each. Let's do a burpee with the tuck jump or a high jump. The next one, we're gonna do a jumping lunge, one on each side or one lunge per side. And then go ahead and give me 2 of those glute bridges, and then we will be ready to rock. All right, you guys are already having some really good ideas. So Leslie was thinking about a running challenge or maybe no sugar. I'm thinking about, John was probably throwing in 2 cents over there too. So Stan says monthly challenge or no challenge. I like that idea, right? You're talking about in the game. Dare and Dan are talking about just get better at water, mindful eating, mobilization, meditation for the practice. Oh, I like that. But also like the number to get in a week, like 100 burpees while making dinner in a week. I like that. I like that. Those are good feedback, you guys. All right. Well, I will go put that back to the laboratory. All right, guys, any questions at all in the workout? Any questions at all? Are we pretty ready to rock and roll? Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get ourselves in position. We're going to start ourselves off with the 12-minute AMRAP. So we're going to be tracking rounds and reps this time, okay? 10 burpees, 12 lunges, 14 glute bridges. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, begin. All right, let's get it moving. So we know we're going to be here for 12 minutes, right? So we want to pace ourselves in that 12-minute time, knowing that we want to stay moving the entire time. So pace each movement, pace each rep. So a pace that you can hold for 12 minutes. There you go. Yep, yep. Stay back. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we got 10 of those burpees, 12 of those jumping lunges, 14 of those glute bridges. And we're going to keep the same for all 12 minutes. Nothing changes for these 12 minutes. Ooh, Leslie just threw in one, no eating out. Ooh. But it's so convenient, Leslie, right? But what if you don't want to cook? I like that. That's actually really good. You know what happens is when I tend to kind of like dial down stuff for myself, I actually stop eating out just because it's actually more of a headache on trying to make it work. I'm like, I guess I can make this work a little bit better. I like the idea. I mean, I definitely like all of these ideas. I love the one that Adair was talking about with the water and mindful eating and mobilization. I was actually talking to Leslie yesterday, and I've actually talked to a couple people about this, is that just the power of meditation is pretty incredible. And for me, I stopped. I didn't do it. I always halted because I didn't really understand it, or I'm like, well, what do I do? And I'll share an app in the group, and it's called Open Space or Headspace. I think it's called, yeah, Headspace. And it keeps track of your streak, like how long you've been doing it for. And so I've got myself a long streak right now that like I'm always encouraged to do it. One, I can tell how it's helping because it helps at the end of every like month, you actually check in and kind of like give yourself a little summary. But if you guys are tend to kind of like run a lot, like your head just runs all the time, or you're maybe a little anxious, a little like, you know, on edge sometimes, that would be a really, really cool thing to add into your daily. So I like that idea about meditation. Good job, you guys. Come on, keep it flowing. Everybody looks like they have a solid pace. Okay. Good work. Yeah, and I'll put this out there because, you know what, let's say that we're not doing the jumping lunges. There's an option that you could definitely use weight for your lunges and just take the jump out of it, right? So I would say, like, Chris is doing a really great job having dumbbells in both of her hands hanging at the side and just doing the reverse lunge. So it still allows you to kind of work on that intensity piece without having to make it dynamic. All right, guys, we're here 5 minutes into our 12 minutes, right? Grab that water when you need it, shake those arms and legs out, catch your breath when you need it, and then let's get back into it. So some of you guys know, so when we were in Seattle, there's a couple locations we were at. We were never on a main street. Like, we've never been on a main street ever. We were kind of off of Nickerson in Seattle, but not really on it. So, but now I'm on a main street, you guys, and I literally see everything that's happening when the city starts to come alive. And it's very cool. Like, you see everybody going to work, you see the people walking, you see the people normally that are running. It's actually very cool. It's like life. You got it. Come on, stay with it. Stay with it. Remember, when you start to feel like you're getting tired or winded, right? Just one more. Just one more. And get yourself through that one more, and then kind of renegotiate with yourself. Good work, you guys. Okay, we're 7 minutes in. Okay, we got 5 minutes left of this. Keep it flowing. Looking good. Remember, when it gets a little hard, smile a little bit. Nobody has to see it. It just feels good. Come on. Dig deep, dig deep. All right, come on. I'd love to know what you guys do to keep track of your rounds. I know I see a bunch of like notepads and whatnot, but maybe you guys are doing something I don't know about. You use MyWOD? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's one of my favorite things. MyWOD's kind of one of my favorite apps out there. I haven't been using it in a long time, but when I do Tabatas on vacation or when I'm counting rounds and stuff like that, makes life easy. All right, come on, you guys are doing great. We're almost there. We have 3 minutes remaining. All right, 3 minutes. There we go. Keep it flowing. Okay, 2 minutes. Come on, it's time to dig deep, you guys. I know we're getting tired. Okay, 90 seconds. Okay, guys, we're that last 60 seconds. Come on, let's turn it up just a little bit. Thirty seconds. All right, guys, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Stop. All right, you guys, write down how many reps and rounds you guys got. I love your whiteboard, Eva. Love it. Yeah. All right. Again, we have 2 minutes to recover. So that's either going to be us walking around, right? Shaking those legs out, either sitting down, right? Grabbing some water. Best time to grab some water right now.
I use the MOVT timers every day for practice. So
perfect.
There's the TABATA, the countdown, the interval. I use them all like every day.
Beautiful.
And the TABATA is awesome because you can change the work time, the rest time, the intervals. We use it all the time.
Yeah. No, I think that that was actually the first app that I ever bought. So I usually don't buy apps, but that was the first app I ever bought.
No, we had that one before that lost all my data. The first 2 or 3 years of data was in the app that went under.
Was that MyWad or was that something else? MyWad?
Yeah, MyWad.
Yeah.
Wait.
So it's the red one, I think. Yeah.
The red one is now, but the black one was the one that went under. And I lost my data.
That's the bummer part. Yeah, I know, right?
It's just numbers.
Exactly. I was having a conversation with a coach mine 2 days ago, and like I've been, you go through different seasons, right? I think you can attest to this. You go through different seasons, right? And strengths and everything kind of change a little bit. It's kind of like what your goals are. All right, you guys, let's get right back into it. We got 6 burpees with that jump. 2, 1, and begin. Okay, so we're back in a 8-minute segment now. Okay, so the reps are going to change. We're going to do 6 of those burpees with a tuck jump, 10 of those jumping lunges, and then 12 of those glute bridges. Okay, so what's going to happen is we're going to add our reps and our rounds and our reps to the previous 12 minutes. And then we will have one total score. Okay, so here we are again. The rep count's less, right? So we're going to get through them a lot quicker. There we go. I'm going to check in real quick because, yeah, so what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you just add them all together, because if you do log your workouts in the in SugarWOD, okay, so what you'll do, perfect, good job logging your stuff in, Chris. Yeah, if you do like statistics of yourself, please put your workouts in the app. Okay, because you can always go back to what you've done in the past. And if you have logged it in before, you know, if we do a benchmark, it's going to pop up in the app, which is pretty awesome. Okay, it's going to be like, hey, Scott, you did this benchmark on, you know, the date. All right. Yeah, but just to kind of finish up what I was saying is that you just go through different seasons of strengths and endurance and whatnot. But one thing that always does stay constant, if we focus on it, is our fitness, right? It's kind of when we go through different, you know, I would say ups and downs of holidays, you know, sometimes when you're not feeling good or just kind of whatever, you go through a little bit of a slump, you know, you have that standard that you want to get back to, and it does adjust, right? When we kind of go through a little bit of a slump, it does adjust, but then it's good to come back to where you're at. But sometimes your strength doesn't come back exactly to where it used to be. And that's kind of when you've been really dialed in and focused. And, but then also sometimes like those really heavy lifts that we focused on before, maybe that's not the goal anymore. Maybe it's just a little bit more functional. Maybe it's more just extra fit, you know? So anyways, that's okay if strengths adjust, but we do want to stay fit. We want to stay moving. All right, come on, guys. All right, make that goal. I got to get through this movement before I get to the next movement, or before I catch my breath, or before, you know, whatever. But just get through it, right? Reps are less now. Should feel a little bit easier to get through it. But at the same time, I know we've been working a lot. Good. Yeah, those hips should feel like they're loosening up a lot. Should be able to get right into that lunge or that squat if we're alternating a little bit or adjusting. But those hips should feel loose, looser than when we started. Now, as a reminder, you guys, in the app, right, in the first piece of our day, there's the warm-up. You should see warm-up plus videos, and that's where the mobilization, the mobility video is going to be. You'll click on, I made a video of this first, but you click on the workout notes, and then you'll see, you know, a workout video, and you'll also see the mobility video. Just as a fun fact that's out there. So if you're ever on the road and you can't log in or whatever, I have a video that allow you to follow along the workout. It's not the same without me. I will put that out there. No, I'm just joking. But it's just something, it's another tool. All right, here we go. Okie dokie, guys. 3 more minutes. Come on. Digging deep on a Wednesday. Guys, one thing I would love to know, and we can put this into the chat after we're done with this segment, is I'd love to know is how do you celebrate your personal wins, right? Let's say you have a goal to make it to class X amount of days a week, or drink X amount of water, or work on your nutrition, whatever. How do you reward yourself, right? How do you reward your wins? I'd love to know that. All right, guys, 2 minutes. I've asked this question actually pretty frequently, and not a lot of people do. So that's one thing I want to put out there. But I think it's important that we do celebrate it. So there's a reason why we want to achieve a certain goal. There's a reason why we do what we do. So far, what I've realized, people don't just do stuff for no reason. All right, guys, less than 2. Come on, guys, big push. All right, 1 minute. Come on, we're almost there. $20 seconds. Come on, let's turn it up just a little bit, just a little bit. We got a break. All right, 5, 4, 3, and stop. Good job. All right, here we go. Let's walk around, shake those arms, shake those legs. Now let's write your score down wherever you're tracking it before you forget it, right? Before we kind of lose it, add them all up together, right? And let's go ahead and put that score in the chat. And then if you do have a way that you celebrate, I'd love to hear, how do you celebrate your wins? And this could be small wins or big wins, whatever way you do it. All right. Okay, so as you guys are writing your scores down and how you celebrate your wins, I'm just going to briefly go into what we're going to do for our finisher. I'm going to work on some core today. Okay, so just like we were doing earlier in the workout or the strength piece, we were doing some Tabata, so 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We're going to do the same thing, you guys, with dead bugs and planks. Okay, so dead bugs and planks, we're going to do 4 total sets. So I want to go over our dead bug. Now, right, my head's not on the floor. I'm in a crunch, so immediately I feel the upper abdominals. My knees are like so. So if I was going to push my knees are pushing against my fingertips. And at this point, this is the starting position and finishing position. So my right arm is going to go back as my left leg extends. As I extend both limbs, I'm really bracing hard as that lower back touches the deck, and then I bring it right back. Once I've gotten it back, at that point, I'll then do the same exact thing on the opposite side. Now, this is exactly how I'd like you to perform it, nice and slow. Okay, so if you get like 4 really good ones in those 20 seconds, awesome. Okay. And then what we'll do, guys, is we'll flip it right on over onto the floor on your elbows or in that upright plank. So there's always this option, but I'm going to prefer that we go on the elbows. Okay.
Hey, Scott, after many years, I got training from my chiro on how to make sure your back is in contact with the floor on the Deadbugs.
Yeah.
And to take a deep belly breath into below your diaphragm and fill out your back muscles.
Yep.
The clench is not to your stomach. The clenching and bracing is through your back muscles, but you do it through a deep diaphragm breath.
I like that.
So
I like that. Good. Thanks, Adair. All right, you guys, let's do this. Let's go ahead. Let's get on the floor on your backs. Okie doke. All right, let's do this. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, begin. Okay, so we are dead bugging. Okay, nice and slow. Nice and slow. It's almost like, you know, if somebody's watching you, it looks like a slow motion video. 3, 2, and rotate. Okay, just flip it over on your stomach. 3, 2, 1, and plank it up. All right, so what I will say, you guys, is there's no bad way to celebrate, right? So that's a piece right there. So there's no bad way to celebrate a reward, okay? 3, 2, 1, rotate. Now, I'll allude to kind of like something that, like Chris says, I admit pizza, so it's counterproductive. 3, 2, 1, and go. Well, I mean, is it? I mean, that's kind of like, that's my conversation right there. Is it? Depending on what your goals are, right? Now, if your goal is to, I would say this kind of on a bigger level, like if somebody wants to drop weight, maybe it might be counterproductive. 3, 2, 1, and rotate, but not if it's in a regular manner, right? So it's like 3, 2, 1, and plank, right? So let's just say like, hey, I'm going to do some clean eating for 2 to 4 weeks, right? And for that clean eating, your reward after the 2 to 4 weeks, right, is going to be pizza and a beer, right? Yeah, no big deal whatsoever, right? 3, 2, 1, and rotate. Because one thing, and if you guys have been with me long enough, is a balance, right? I really coach a balanced lifestyle. 3, 2, 1, and go. And all the people that, you know, that I've worked with in this throughout the years, you know, having a balanced lifestyle seems to be the one that you can maintain. You don't tend to go up, you don't tend to go down, you maintain it. You get to where you want to be at, and you just live that lifestyle. 3, 2, 1, and rotate. Sometimes we just live in an extreme type of atmosphere, and that's the part where it gets kind of shaky a little bit. 3, 2, 1, and go. So I like that. I mean, I like that, the idea of a pizza as your celebration. Three, 2, 1, and rotate. All right, so Stan says, as far as celebrating, I don't do it, but want to do it. Piece of cake. I like it. 3, 2, and begin. Yeah, I think that's something, Stan, that we could definitely talk about, is what does celebrating look like? Because I think there needs to be a reward to what we do, right? Kind of like a negative reward that we tend to give ourselves when we're not living in the lifestyle that we want is that we're a little bit harder on ourselves. 3, 2, 1, and rotate. All right, guys, last plank of the day. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Oh, I like that, Leslie. Yeah, so we do sell, well, we reward ourselves. Just sometimes it's not a positive reward, you know, but giving ourselves like an attaboy, and however we feel that is an attaboy, I think is super important. 3, 2, 1, and rotate. To be done. Nice job, you guys. Right, so give yourself that self high five. Good job for waking up, logging in, and getting some work done. All right, and Leslie says, what about a whoop challenge? Like we get 80% or better in each. Ooh, that's very very stat oriented, right? That you can't fake that. That's actually pretty good. So that actually is a pretty idea. So any of you guys, we've talked about this. I know there's a you warrior, but there is a thing out there, and it's called like the whoop band. If you're interested in this, I could actually do a little bit of a training video on this and kind of explain why it's a big deal. But I literally can send you a link and you can get a free one. Now there is a subscription to it, whatever, after the first month, but you get to see all your stats. You get to see like your sleep, your recovery, you know. So anyways, and how much strain you get from your workout. So, all right, you guys, well, let's get ourselves in front of that camera. It's time to grind. Make sure my screen's been like dirty lately. Every time I take a picture, it's like cloudy. All right. Yeah, no, nobody cares, Scott. All right, here we go. Happy Wednesday, everybody. 3, 2, 1. Outstanding. Good. Give me that high five, you guys. Good seeing you today. Charlie will be here tomorrow. If you guys need anything in between, please reach out to me. Let me know how I can support you better if you need it. But I'll be back on Monday.
Hey, it feels like a new semester just started, everybody. I'm glad to see everybody.
I like it. I like it. All right.
Good to see everybody. Have a great day.
See you guys.
Thanks, Coach.
You bet. Bye.